I believe we're in a very dark time in online poker right now. I feel like GTO Wizard is the main reason. I think 40% of professionals and 25% of amateurs have used a chart or cheated at some point in their career.
Two recent controversies involving major poker platforms have left the poker world in shock. The first one involves poker star Nacho Barbero, who faced scrutiny for allegedly consulting a GTO Wizard chart while playing on ACR Poker. The controversy came into light when poker pro Gil Simon posted on X tagging ACR Poker with a photo posted by Nacho Barbero playing on ACR Poker with GTO Wizard running in the background. Can we use GTO Wizard while playing on your site? Ironically, ACR itself has long been plagued by allegations of bots, collusions, and rampant RTA cheating. Nacho Barbero attempted to defend himself against the allegations, but his response only added fuel to the fire, leaving him even more embattled in the controversy. He mentioned that he had been coaching 4 of his horses on a Discord call. He explained that he does not play online and they don't have the GTO Wizard Pro, so he was examining some spots for them. He acknowledged his mistake and mentioned that he had emailed GTO Wizard Game Integrity. He added that they were going to send all the spots he had searched for yesterday and publish them. Gills pointed out that the post was oddly worded, making it unclear whether the person was playing or not. He also noted that it set a bad example for the many followers on social media to see ACR Poker open alongside an active GTO Wizard window, while another user mentioned it was a weird-looking Discord call. Nacho stated that if anyone believed he had solved a hand while playing, he would be willing to wager on it. He offered 10-to-1 odds with a minimum value of $1,000 that he had not solved any of his hands. Even if Nacho was not cheating, the main issue was that solver software is not allowed to run while the ACR client is open, which was not the case with Nacho. Barry Carter sarcastically commented, "In before the Triton regs and ACR Pro say it was his desktop wallpaper." ACR's initial reaction to the cheating allegations made many wonder if the poker site truly values integrity. Nacho Barbero is a goofball and we love him. Anyone who played with, against, or around him knows he's not a GTO style player and likely will never be. We are confident he was not using GTO Wizard to gain advantage for himself. ACR disabling comments on the tweet tells you everything you need to know. However, many poker fans use the quote tweet feature to express their dissatisfaction with the questionable response. Streamer Beruzzi mocked it, as did many others. Is this seriously the best you can come up with? He's a clown? Guys, I am also a clown, gonna make 7 accounts and collude against one dude, but hey, I'm a goofball with monkeys, so it's okay. Possibly the dumbest response to cheating I have ever heard. If you play on this site or collect a payback from ACR, you're a scum. What if I told you a marketing team for a major poker site recently got let go and somehow wasn't this one? I honestly thought that getting 2 players who have never played online cash in their lives to lecture us on the safety of their bot-infested online cash games was untoppable levels of shithousery from the ACR public relations team, but here we are. ACR itself also posted an update attempting to walk back their earlier goofball statement. We acknowledge that our initial response to the concerns surrounding Nacho Barbero's play was in poor taste and did not convey the seriousness with which we take the situation. We sincerely apologize for this. We want to assure the poker community that we are conducting a thorough and objective investigation. Oddly, Patrick Leonard somehow took it upon himself to do an investigation of Nacho, which is bizarre because Leonard is both Nacho's friend and might have some connection to ACR itself. Leonard made a post that redirected the attention from Barbero, but the community remained unwilling to let the issue go. He also took it upon himself to analyze Barbero's hand histories, comparing his decisions to GTO Wizard's approximation of game theory optimal strategies. Todd Whittles suggested hiring someone impartial to do this, as Nacho was his good friend. Patrick said he volunteered because he believed that if he publicly stated what he had done, he should support it with actions. Shandeep came to Patrick's defense, stating he wouldn't stake his reputation on lying for Nacho, as he is also a sponsored pro for a rival poker site, so it would actually benefit him more to find cheating than not. Plus, he's also a very honest guy. After looking at hundreds of close spots, Leonard concluded that Nacho was in no way using GTO Wizard to cheat pre-flop or post-flop. Nacho plays more like a malfunctioned bot than a GTO guy checking hands. Almost every post-flop spot that is like this is incorrect. Both combo choice plus sizing choice.
I spent last weekend going over the Nacho Barbero cheating ACR, GTO Wizard, RTA scandal. I'm going to show you all the evidence. However, I don't want to be the judge. I don't want to be the guy who sentences him. I don't want to be the guy who says he's innocent. All I want to do is provide as much information as possible. Overall, I analyzed 652 hands of Nacho. After all of this, after spending maybe 10 plus hours, that Nacho was in no way using GTO Wizard to cheat pre-flop or post-flop. The only way he could potentially have cheated is if he multi-accounted with somebody else's account and looked up one or two hands here or there. This is definitely possible and something that could be possible with any player. The fact that he had GTO Wizard up in the background is definitely very, very bad and something that he should be that he is guilty of doing, and something which, as an ambassador, he needs to be held to higher standards.
Yesterday, ACR Poker said it investigated the real-time assistance allegation against Nacho and concluded that at no point did he use real-time assistance to aid his or any other player's decision-making during live hands. The memes began to fly, with users commenting, "We investigated ourselves and found nothing wrong." Nacho also expressed his regret at how things might have looked to others and revealed a self-imposing punishment. As someone who represents not just ACR but poker itself, I should have been more aware of how my actions could be perceived. And I understand that some people will continue to question my actions during Venom tournament. For that reason, I have decided to forfeit the rest of my play in the Venom tournament and the 2 active stacks I have in play. ACR Poker is aiming to resolve the issue with this action, although some individuals sought sanctions against Barbero. As noted by high-stakes player Sam Greenwood, Barbero did violate the rules, although his actions were not considered the most severe of infractions. Meanwhile, players like Patrick Leonard have urged the owners of GTO Wizard and similar software to implement a delay, preventing these tools from being used in real time.
I think that it's impossible to catch somebody cheating pre-flop in these tournaments. You can just have GTO Wizard open either on your own PC. We can see that Nacho's tables weren't closed down, or on a PC next to you. If GTO Wizard added a delay, I think that would be fantastic. I feel like during the Venom or during WSOP online tournaments, if you're playing these tournaments, you have to expect that a lot of the field is cheating. I did a poll a few days ago, and the poll said basically that I think 40% of professionals and 25% of amateurs have used a chart or cheated at some point in their career. I believe right now in these kind of tournaments, you can expect at least 10% of the field to be doing something nefarious, maybe a lot more, maybe less, maybe I'm overstating it, I'm not sure. I believe we're in a very dark time in online poker right now. I feel like GTO Wizard is the main reason, and I feel like sites who are supporting them, working with them as partners, etc., is just helping fund this very, very dangerous organization.
The second controversy involves Ignition Poker. Brian Hastings caused a stir on X by posting videos that seemingly show blatant collusion in a $1,000 buy-in tournament on Ignition Poker. His accusations have sparked a heated debate, raising significant concerns about the integrity of tournaments on unregulated sites. Happening again in Ignition 1055. Players 110 to 118 all seated at the same table playing fake hands like this, clearly communicating hole card info so nobody busts. The board on the first hand displayed 26494, a back and forth betting and raising war unfolded between two players holding the same top pair hand 9x and 3x. They ended up splitting the 13.9 big blind pot after some strange play near the bubble. The second video shows a player with a tiny stack making an apparently nonsensical all-in bet which somehow manages to get past multiple large stacks. The final video is the most incriminating, that shows a hand just 2 spots away from the money where a player makes a dubious river bet that nearly eliminated another player but ultimately only wins a small side pot. Screen names are not visible on Ignition Poker. Players are only viewed as a number to opponents, so it's impossible for players to know who they are facing. These videos caused a wave of outrage and disbelief within the poker community. Numerous players and industry figures such as Tony Dunst and Brock Wilson voiced their concerns about the integrity of Ignition's games. Under increasing pressure, Ignition Poker released a short statement to Poker.org claiming they were looking into this matter with the appropriate part of our team. However, this vague response did little to ease the concerns of players who are now questioning the platform's security and fairness. Let us know in the comments on what you think.